So, hi friends, today I want to share how to get siblings involved in caregiving, right? And I want to remind you all that my YouTube channel is for both the caregiver and the adult and the older adult, right? So today I'm sharing information on the caregiver, right? So when an elderly parent's health begins to fail and an adult child generally assumes the role of primary caregiver, right? And while this arrangement may work well for a time, it can eventually lead to resentment when you find yourself as a caregiver shouldering most of the burden, especially if you have another sibling that live close by and still don't help out, right? And before you say or do something that you regret later, it's important to take a look at why you accepted this responsibility in the first place, right? Now, while it's best to involve other siblings before this happens, right? Before, you having this resentment, I want to share some ideas how you can do this, right? How you can open up the line of communication and enlisting the support of your siblings. Number one, I would say call a family meeting, whether by conference call, Zoom, or in person, right? Schedule a time with all of your siblings to discuss the issues that your parents are facing and what needs to be done to address them, right? I would say before calling that meeting, make a written agenda. Write down an agenda for discussion so that nothing is overlooked. Before the meeting or the call, right? Write down a detailed excuse me. Write down a detailed list or schedule of everything you are currently doing on your own as a caregiver, such as providing health care, housekeeping, transportation, etc., right? Now, another thing I would suggest is balance listening and talking. Explain how you feel in a matter-of-fact way, but be open to others' feelings and viewpoints too, right? Because this is a difficult topic for everyone, and generally, a lot of emotions are involved. Your siblings may not be aware of how much you have been doing, and they may even feel left out when it comes to addressing your parents' needs, right? And what you want to do, you want to be specific about what you want. Have an idea beforehand of which task you like to be relieved of, rather than just making a general appeal for help, right? Perhaps you like someone to take over the transportation to physical therapy appointments, or maybe give a hand with grocery shopping or meal preparation. Another suggestion is divide up tasks, right? While there are many ways of doing this, it's best to delegate tasks according to each sibling's skills and ability, right? Because a sibling with experience with, let's say, they have experience in the medical field could take on all of the doctor's appointment, right? For example, or if you have a sibling who is good, oh my goodness, good, like they have a good business sense, they might be able to handle legal issues to put together a budget, right? So you want to make sure to include siblings who live far away too, right? Because even if they can't help with hands-on care, they might be able to contribute funds for housekeeping or plan a respite visit every few months, so that you can the other siblings can take a break, right? And don't expect total equality. It's not likely that you'll divvy up tasks equally, right? And this is okay, right? It's more important to work together as much as possible and help alleviate some of the stress on each other. And don't think of it as an equal or nothing arrangement, or you're likely to be disappointed, right? And let me address family dynamics, because family dynamics can complicate caregiving, right? So what you want to do is keep in mind that it's normal to experience tension when siblings are faced with caring for their parents, right? Because you have childhood jealousy, rivalries, and I would say old grudges may resurface under the pressure to work together and make sacrifices, right? And if disagreement, if it happens, it's good to remind yourself that this has nothing to do with what you or your siblings want. It's about what's best for mom or dad, right? So disagreements may be avoided, I would say, by setting down ground rules ahead of time, such as agreeing to listen to and consider every alternative, even if some don't seem workable, right? If all else fails, an option for moving past communication difficulty is family mediation, right? Now, mediation is an informal process in which a neutral third party, right, helps the siblings to better understand their parents' interests and needs so that they can agree upon a workable solution to a problem, right? And this mediation, it empowers families to better understand one another and come up with their own solutions, right? And to find a mediator, I would suggest asking your attorney for a referral, or you can contact me and I'm glad to help with that, okay? So that's what I wanted to share today. So listen, thank you so much for watching this video. My name is Alicia Forbes, your dedicated senior advocate and senior housing specialist. If I can help with anything, whether is you're looking for help with selling your mom or dad's home, or you have questions, or you need referrals to different older adult people in the profession that works with older adults, I'm always happy to help. So you have an amazing day and talk with you next week. Bye.